Oh, hello there. I tell you what, if you know how I'm meant to use this thing, it's meant for my brakes apparently on the T300. They'd be much obliged. Hi there, you amazing person, and welcome to my video. I am the Man in Gaming Guy. Today, we're doing one of my special treats of building a car in automation and playing with it in beamng to give it a good test before I release it in the repository to make sure it's all ready for you guys to have some fun. And today is very special also. This is like a trifecta of specialness. Today is also special because we had a subscriber to say, hey, can you build some cars like this, please? Here's the comment. I was like, what, like a wagon? Like a wagon? I misread what he said. I was thinking about like an estate that we have here, and you guys call wagons in like the USA, and maybe utes in America, in Australia. I'm not sure what you guys call it. But no, I misread it. He was on about the Japanese midnight cruise sort of style wagoon. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm not Japanese, I'm afraid. And anyway, it's on the expressway where they like to go really fast, like 300 kilometers sort of fast in like the 80s, but this is like ridiculously fast for the 80s. And we're going to build some cars like this one, basically. I'm going to start a little playing now. And this is one of my favorite cars from this series. I think it's quite a lot of people's favorite cars from this series. And I haven't overly built it to be super amazingly tuned, so it's not super grippy. In the book of this one, it had a bite to it. And this car's got a bite to it. It's super fast, but when you go really fast, you can feel like the steering's just like, I'm gonna eat you up alive. You ready for the sun? You're like, hey man, I just want to go fast. I'm like, no, I'm gonna eat you up alive. And then someone's gonna rebuild me, and I'm gonna eat them up alive too. Don't do this to me, bro. But yeah, it's a fast car, really fun to drive, and we take it to beamng later for a little short film of me driving with some traffic around a new surprise number 2. This is highway on my map. I've actually finally built the big road that goes around. Not fully with detail, but we can drive in it. The traffic's working, we can go around. There's some lights, there's some barriers, there's some features around it to help me know when to brake. So it's getting there, but be warned, there is some bits floating in the sky and stuff. Ignore that. I haven't done all the detailing, we'll get to it, but it's just the fact we've got a working road which we can do high speeds on around traffic. I am super excited to keep playing on this one. Area, and now we're going to jump over to automation and have a look at this beautiful car. Take over, Rob. There she is in all her glory, the Devil Z, as they call Hannes, which is just basically Nissan back mixed up or whatever. You get it. And here we are in automation, and we're looking at this beautiful car. I am super pleased with how it's come out. I didn't spend too much craziness on the detail, but I think it was enough to make it stand out and look correct and beautiful. So we're gonna go for the stats, are we? We're gonna have a look at the beautiful i6 3-litre. I think it's actually a 3.2 litre. Let's have a look at that. No, actually we're skipping a bit, aren't we? There's the body first. 1960 coupe. I think it's meant to actually be a 1969 coupe, but we'll ignore the date. The wheelbase is pretty much correct, a 2.3, somewhere around there. We'll always do me. This stuff we'll just say was upgraded. The engine position's right, front longitude, double wishbone. I guarantee it didn't have that. I doubt it even had much strut. Yeah, we'll just say it has been highly modified. Chassis type is semi-space frame, and the panel material is partial aluminium. And yeah, double wishbone on the suspension both sides. The quality has been put to 7 throughout all this, and 15 in the secret sandbox, which isn't really a secret. It's an inline 6 engine with a magnesium block. Definitely probably shouldn't have a magnesium block, but we were going for power, so I'll put one in. It's a 3.1 litre dual overhead cam, and pushing out 1,000 horsepower. Yum 1,000 horsepower out of this thing. Crazy. 817 newton meters of torque. That's a lot of power. That's a lot of power. The head is aluminium. Head and valves dual overhead cam. Yeah, we've done all that. We've done that, my baby. Right, we're looking to the airflow graph on this now. I think I did quite well to keep it in my normal parameters that I'd like to keep it in. The throttle timing map and all that stuff is pretty good. Not too advanced, not too retarded. Crank is a bullet steel heavy. The cam rods are titanium. The pistons are forged light. The balancing mass is set to 0.5. That's a plus, not a negative. Normally it's a negative, but yeah. We've got that throttle response though at 100. That's what we tend to look for when we do our balancing mass. Try and keep the throttle response with 100, tune it all well. And balancing mass, you ever want to see what that is doing. You look at your stress. You see where this little number here, that's where it can get up to in the revs and what it can take and all this malarkey. And there's your throttle response. You want to kind of get the balance between the throttle response, see what sort of revs you get in, and where it starts to get a power surge going from the engine, which can also be spotted in this graph. If you start pushing way too far out here, you're pushing the engine a bit too much. And then, yeah, it's a bit of a balance, but you got to get that right. And this is what I've done. I think I've done okay. Compression is 12, which is pretty damn high for something that's got a turbocharger, but it's still convenient because you get the low end compression, which quite a lot of turbo cars lack, and hence you get a bit of a turbo lag, notes turbo lag. We try and take that away by having a lot of compression and not so much work from the turbo being happened. Cam profile is set to so I use this graph, and that will tell me where I set all my knobby bodby bits actually in a little tutorial you can go watch in the automation how to do thingamabobs, and you can go look at me show you how I tune my engines. We're gonna keep going now, and just so you can see what this engine's all about rather than tuning it. We're hitting 10,000 revs, which is insane. Got a turbocharger, in fact it's got two turbochargers running smart boost, variable geometry and ball bearings. The 80mm turbos, which is 67 turbine indicate size, which is like the exit size. That's what I say it is, but it's not really, is it? Because you've got two turbines, one spins the other one, and I don't know. It's too much detail for me to explain in my own little head. 1 bar boost, which is pretty okay. We can probably crank this engine up, so we crank it just for demonstration purposes. So what happens, put the 1.3 bar boost. Does it blow the engine up, or can we actually handle it? And not much happened. Oh yeah, by the way, I got the beta version on, so some things will look a bit different. Yeah, look, it's just taking it. 1100 boost. Come on, horsepower. Let's just see what happens when I put 2 bar in. Is it going to blow the engine up, or are we just getting up with lots of boost, lots of power? Come on, do your thinking. There's no way. Oh yeah, look, it's starting to struggle now. But yeah, that torque comes in well early. Whap! That was Senja. There we are. Right, we'll put that back to 1 because the idea of this car is to be a bit more normal than that. The fuel we're running is ethanol E85, advanced timing way up, and the fuel map is right up. Not dual, direct injectors, and that's per cylinder. We do have a race intake manifold, and that is set to 73. Tubular race headers, and the headers set to 70, and we have a single exhaust with a bypass valves, high flow, straight through, and Philman, if you're watching that, that'd be quite a cool quite a cool mod. If you can have a switch, it turns it from quiet mode to loud mode. I don't know why people would need it, but it would be quite a cool mod to be able to just slap on a car. And I imagine that could be like a simple one to add, maybe, as in like a custom for all cars rather than just a particular car. I don't know. You're the man who knows that sort of stuff. There we go. So I'm not going to play the engine because we're going to hear it later in beamng. We're going to have a look at the car trimming bits. Oh, there she is again. Oh, that's a beautiful looking car. It's like a baby E-type. That's why I see it. Like a poor man's E-type, but still just as much fun. I wonder which one came first. I do wonder. Blue. That's the paint job, because it's blue in the Midnight Club. So why not blue now? Is it Midnight Club? Is it just midnight? Is it like a Wagan? Midnight? Is it something like that? Anyway,
Rear-wheel drive, manual 6-speed. It does 175 miles an hour top end. Just let that settle in for you. 175 miles an hour top end. I have not got used to this graph whatsoever yet. You need to know a little bit more about gearing and things. I'm getting there, but I did like the last one, how it gave you a bit of an indicator if you are. Like, it still gives you the indication over here if you like short gearing it and things, but it doesn't tell you as you're doing it, which would be nice. Normally you'd put this like over the dial or whatever, and it would come up with some information, but it doesn't come up with that much. It's got a clutched race LSD differential. That's right, we're running the beta, so we got some race stuff in there. And more to come apparently, so I can't wait for that. Radial sports compound, but still no supercharger. I know I keep jumping off concept here, but no supercharger yet, but that is to come in the future. Can't wait for that. Right, tyres, got 215 on the front and 240 on the back, which seems to be working okay when I give it a drive. The sportiness is 92 and the drivability is 95. Now keep in mind, this car does over 250 miles an hour. If you got too sporty, you're probably just going to spin the thing out every time you need to move the car. So I wanted to get that balance right, so it's a bit more of a boat when you're driving it, but it's a bit safer in the sense that like you got to react a little bit sooner, but you get more movement to react. I don't know. You'll see. Maybe you'll see what I mean in the video later. But I didn't want to put too sporty. Basically, this is a highway car, not like a toge car. Oh, did I miss something? The wheel trim. The wheels are 17-inch, 50 tire walls, and a magnesium. Very important, that. Very important stats. Remember I said the quality is 7 and 15 in the sandbox. Ceramic, obviously, all round. Ceramic 4, ceramic 2. This and, pressure and that are set accordingly to these dots and lines. Best I can put it, really. It will break in... this is from, don't forget, 275 miles an hour. No, it's not. It's from 62 miles an hour. Okay. 3.1 meters. It's quite a long braking distance, really, but it's not long, but it's a bit longer than we'd like it. ID underneath 30 meters would be nice. We've got a sports under tray, no active wing. The balance is set to so like I was trying to get these equal as much as possible. We got 1.3 G's in the 200-meter circle, which is pretty good, I think. It's not too bad, but it's not amazing. Interior has been stripped out. Race lottery, it's not stripped out, but it's the bare minimum that you need to get around and still be comfortable. Electric variable steering, and we also got traction aids on that of the ESC and launch control, but we take them off when I race. Everything's turned off, even in beamng, all aids are turned off. I am just pedal to the metal and hope for the best, literally. We've got standard safety sat in the middle, so safety is just dead center middle. Normally, if you want lightweight, you'd go basic, drop the quality down, and that'll give you a lightest car. If you want to sell some cars, you'd put on advanced and probably whack the quality up a bit. Optimum weight is a 100. Weight distribution has been dropped down a lot, like very much so. And the reason I do this is trying to get the balance of the car. Which is this one, closest to 50-50 as possible. But we are sitting at 47 on the front. So obviously you normally play about with the aero to get that a bit more balanced. So when the car's flying down the car, you are sitting nicely. Safety adds done. And the suspension. We've gone for progressive springs with semi-active dampers and a passive sway bar. The settings are set to so. We have now got toe in. As far as I can tell, this is the wheels sticking out and this is the wheels sticking in. Is that right? It shouldn't be that way, should it? This should be the wheels sticking in and this should be the wheels sticking out. You've got the front wheel sticking out, it will make your steering a little bit more darty. You've got the back wheel sticking in, it would make it a bit more quick. I could be completely wrong there. I'm just only really learning the whole geometry of steering and stuff, so expect me to be a bit better in the future and have a bit more input, because sway bars, dampers, springs, so important to how the car will behave in corners and that. Playing a little bit of drift, Car X drift tune in Beamer online racing, you kind of get a little bit more idea of how important the ratios of things are, because you get a lot jumping about if you don't have things set up right. You can be really smooth and easy if you do have them set up right. So, yeah, the suspension, very important. But this is how we got our suspension set up. It's in the middle of drivability and sportiness, I would say. Somewhere dead in the middle. So I think we're getting to the end now. We've got our, obviously, fun stats of the car's weight. It's probably in the ballpark of what it should weigh. Why are my windows so blacked out? Why have you done that? Don't do that to us. We want to see in a beautiful car. Where were we? Yep. Brake horsepower 1000, 10,000, 3.1 litre. Cool stuff. Sportiness. It's sporty. It is sporty. 93. It's almost 100. We like to hit 100 personally, but anywhere 90 plus is pretty damn sporty. Not doing good in the circuit test. That's where we send it around the automation test track. Not doing good on that. And apparently grip not good. I tried sorting the grip out. We've got good suspension. We've got okay wheels. We've got good aero. It's tuned okay, but for some reason the grip is still pretty poor. So that's something to work out in the future. And that's it, really. We can send it around the test track. The new test track, by the way. Do you want to see it zoom in and things? This is quite cool. But when we get the update. Ready? And it's actually our little car. I know, my stereo's right loud. It's our actual little car. I think you can get closer and do bits like that, put on a different test track. But the car will change depending on how you change your car. Real car size, follow car. Pretty damn fun. You get your new brake and throttle graph. Throttle brake. And yeah, your G readings. Pretty damn cool to look at. Oh, you've still got the audio going. I've turned it down for me, but you poor people have been suffering. I'm sorry. 1 minute 54 around the automation test track, which is pretty darn quick, seeing this is more of a highway car. This shows that how much you can do with 1,000 brake horsepower. Hey Rob, what you got to say for yourself? Do you believe in love now? But hey, welcome back to me, the midway guy, Rob. Still got the same cup of tea because I got this straight after the first bit. Hey! How do you like the car and automation? Pretty mental stats, right? 1,000 brake horsepower. What? You must be insane. Yes, we are insane. Just wait for this clip coming up in beamng, where I take this thing around the motorway that I've been building on my little UK map thing. And you'll see how insane this car is. That is for sure. But before we go watch that, maybe subscribe. Maybe hit that little like button and give me a little boosty woosty, eh? Love you lots. Oh, that was really creepy. Should I hit myself now or later? I don't think YouTube liked it, but I did it now. I'll do it. Oh, I should do it now. I should do it for people that I should not treat people like that.
there you have it. Me with my cup of tea still. Yum, yum, yum. That was me bombing it round the track. It's not really a track, is it? It's the motorway. That was me bombing it around through the traffic, going crazy speeds. We almost hit, I believe, 260 miles an hour. I think this road needs a few more kinks to it. It is very oblong square. You do only ever turn right. Do we do that, or do we like the way it is? I don't know. I still got to do all the detailing. I hope you like it. If you do, hit the like button. Maybe subscribe if you're new and you want to watch more of this. And we're going to carry on building stuff on my new map, and then building more fast cars to suit those bits of road that we build. Very good, very nice. We do also have a time trial for the highway, which I will start using, but I was very upset because I wanted traffic to be on when I was trying to do the time trials, because it makes it more fun. But yeah, it wouldn't let me do the traffic, as far as I know. So we'll have to skip that one and maybe do maybe just do a reveal when we start doing the time trials on the fast cars. It does the highway in this speed. It does this in this speed. Because there's going to be a lot of time trials to this map. So when we get to downloading it, maybe we should have like an online leaderboard or something. Maybe. Anyway, apart from that, I hope you enjoyed yourself. Keep it real, stay safe, and share the love. And I'll maybe see you in the next video. Chin chin! I literally got the whole computer bit recorded. It was amazing.